Alrighty, what's up everybody? My peeps, what's going on you sexy bitches? It is I, your travel god of extreme, Peter Joseph here, for a Wednesday evening / Wednesday night video, and it's Wednesday night. You know what that means? We got AEW Dynamite! Coming your way, the Thanksgiving Eve edition of AEW from Chicago, Illinois. So, we got that. We got the start of the AEW Continental Breakfast IHOP Denny's Championship Tournament. Okada's going to be facing, Claudio tonight? No, Okada's facing Daniel Garcia on Collision. We got, hi guys, it's me, Darby. Guess what, guys? I'm gonna fight my arch nemesis, Brody King, for the 60 millionth time, and I'm gonna die just for you guys, and I'm gonna advance in the tournament because I love you guys, and I kill myself just for you guys. I come from Seattle. I weigh 150 pounds. But I love you guys. Alright, so yeah. So Darby is facing Brody King, who I think they're in the gold or the blue block, well, one of the blocks. So that's gonna be one of the big matches tonight. Also, Rick O'Sheet is in action. I think against Shelton Benjamin. That's gonna be epic. But we'll see what happens with that. But Okada is in the tournament. Will Ocean Spray is in it. Kyle Fletcher as well. Daniel Garcia, like I mentioned. Claudio. Lots of good people there in that tournament. And Okada, I think, is defending. So if he does lose, if he loses the tournament, he loses the belt. So, kind of like what, Eddie Kingston had the Ring of Honor belt and the New Japan Strong belt. One loss. If he lost the tournament, bye-bye to those belts. But fortunately, I think he won that tournament. But we'll see what happens tonight in Chicago with the Continental Breakfast IHOP Denny's Championship Tournament. We got that. Also, we got Jamie Hayter, otherwise known as Becky Lynch, taking on Queen Aminata, the one and only, in the Women's International Cup qualifying match. Athena's going to be in it. I forget who else is in that tournament on the AEW / Ring of Honor side. So we got that tonight. That's gonna be a pretty decent match, but we'll see what happens with that. And the rest of the fallout from Full Gear 6. This happened this past Saturday night. If you didn't see my review, go on my Peter Joseph channel and watch it now, or whenever you want. But we got that. We're gonna hear from Adam Cole, baby, who's, not doing so well lately. He is, best bunny in the whole wide world. Buddy! Got his arm pilmanized, so he's gonna be out for a while. And then Kyle O'Reilly Onopar's got pissed at him. And I think Matt Taven and Michael Kanellis-Bennett, the rest of the, 2/3 of the kingdom, next to Adam Cole, of course. And, Kyle, we'll see what happens tonight with that situation. And see where MJF goes. I think Adam Cole, baby, is going to be a little bit miffed. He's going to be pissed. So, we're on the road to Winter is Coming. Coming up in a couple weeks. Where I believe the AEW side of the tournament is going to be done. So, we'll see what happens with that little tournament. And then the Ring of Honor side, Athena's going to win out outright. I think Billy Starks is also in that bracket. I got to look at it again, but I don't remember. But anyway. But we'll see what happens with that. And we got Rampage this Friday night. We also got TNA Turning Point this Friday night. I will be doing TNA Ring of Honor probably, I don't know, but I don't know if I'm going to do it after Dynamite, and then do Dynamite after that. See how tired I get, but, we'll see what happens with all that. Because TNA is really they have a Thanksgiving show tomorrow, but matches we haven't seen before. I might review it, I may not. And I don't know about Ring of Honor. It's an actual taping show, but we'll see. See what happens with that. And then we got Friday Night SmackDown taped. Rampage already taped. And Saturday we got Collision at 4 o'clock. Rampage at 6. Going head to head with the first hour of the Survivor Series. I'll be doing my predictions on Friday because the card's already pretty much. Unless there's something on the Friday night tapings, because it's already been taped. So we'll see if an extra match gets announced. Who knows? But I think the card is pretty much finalized for the Survivor Series War Games! And we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, we move on with that. So it should be an interesting weekend of action. Your Thanksgiving weekend of action. We got Thanksgiving tomorrow. So if you don't hear from me, well, you'll probably hear from me tomorrow. But for those of you who won't get to see me tomorrow, well, happy Thanksgiving anyway. So we got the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade, the 98th year. Wow. So 2026 will be the 100th anniversary of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. So all the balloons are pretty much, blown up and everything. Not that blown up, got the air in them. It's gonna rain tomorrow here in New York City, so not gonna be great weather for a parade, but I still think they're gonna get it off. Because I don't think it's gonna rain that bad tomorrow, but it's not gonna be great weather for the parade. So if you're going to the parade, well, bring a poncho or bring an umbrella. I feel bad for all those people, the people on the floats and everything. They gotta hold up the, they gotta hold up the umbrellas when they're lip syncing. Santa Claus is gonna get all wet and everything. That's not gonna be fun. But, they have to make the most of it, and then we'll see what happens with the parade tomorrow. And tomorrow begins at 12 o'clock. What, 12:30? I think it ends at, it ends at 12, I think, because then the dog show's right after that. We'll, watch that shit. And then we've got football at 12:30. So we're gonna watch all that, but anyway, at noon tomorrow, the holiday shopping season begins. So, get started, and we got Black Friday on Friday. So, if you're going to the stores, good luck. Good luck going to the stores. I rather you get it online, so you don't have to worry about getting killed and have humongous fights with people. I want to get the PlayStation 5 Pro. Just buy it online. Why waste your time going to the store on Black Friday when you could get it 3 weeks later? Oh, it's not going to be on sale! Who gives a fuck? Either get it Friday or wait till Christmas when it's not going to be on sale, but it's going to be like around whatever it is, $4.99, $5.99. For the PS5 Pro, not the original one. Original one's still like $300-$400, which is insane. And the PS6, I heard, is coming out in 2027, 28. Whoa. So why waste your time getting that now? I mean, you can play it for a couple of years, but no, I don't know if the PS5 games, PS6 comes out. Really, I hope the PS6 can play like the PS5 kind of does, the 4 and 5 games. Not so much the 3, but yeah, the PS6, when it comes out in a couple of years, by the time maybe Donald Trump leaves office, nobody, unless you're rich, you're going to be getting that. That's going to cost like $1,000 at least. Because it's coming from Japan. At least they don't have the tariffs on that, but, everything else that comes from China gets a 10% extra tariff. And everything comes from China. But everything that comes from Mexico and I think Canada is getting 25% tariffs or something like that. So hopefully those prices will be going down as we hit the new year. So when you go to the supermarket, you can buy some eggs. Buy a big gallon of milk. You don't have to waste like $12 for it. But it is what it is. But that's that. But anyway, hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving, and if you don't celebrate it, well, happy Thursday to some of you. But if not, I hope you have a crappy Thursday and a crappy Thanksgiving if you live in the United States. For some of you, but I digress on that. I digress. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching right here on the Peter Joseph channel. By the way, I'm Peter Joseph, but you knew that already. I'm a content creator to talk about the wonderful world of professional wrestling or whatever the fuck I want to talk about. Please like the video, subscribe to this channel. We're almost at 650 subscribers. Hopefully we'll get there by Christmas or by the end of the year. We'll see what happens with that. But if you like the video, hit that thumbs up button, stick it straight up everybody else's wahoo, because that's where it belongs. And subscribe to my other channels. All the links are down below in the gobbledygook. Also, you can follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Because you miss anything, you need to be smacked violently and stuffed like a Thanksgiving turkey. Damn, just thinking about that makes me hungry. But it is what it is. So please hit the bell so you don't miss anything, because if you do, well, you lost your SOL. And you know what that means. If you don't know, look it up. And that's that. And if you want to leave a comment on the video, go ahead. But don't leave stupid comments. Bye-bye, so long, farewell. You're going to get blocked. You don't like it? Too bad. Too bad. You can't follow the rules. Then you don't need to be on the internet and you don't need to be on my channel. Go on your dead channel with 23 subs. That's all I gotta say about that. And nobody cares for it. Because it's dead. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got Dynamite coming up in a little bit. But first, it is time for your late and out-of-date NXT review! For last night, November the 26th, 2024. It's a pretty decent show. And let's get into it. Alright, so we are, as always, from the Capitol Wrestling Center at Nickelodeon Studios in that great city of Orlando, Florida. And our commentary team, as always, the man with the creepy jacket and lots of candy. The kids love the guy. His name is Vic Joseph, and his commentating partner, his tag team partner, the man who is a multiple-time tag team champion, six-time world heavyweight champion, and two-time Hall of Famer, the man who smokes more weed than you do, the Kool-Aid Man himself, Booker T. Sucker! Oh yeah, man! Oh yeah! I can't do a spin and Rooney because I'm sitting down. I'll do a Gilmore Rooney. Or Gilly Rooney. Or Gilla Rooney. I don't know. Gilla Rooney? Back in my day, I used to do a Gilla Rooney. Well, spin and Rooney. Used to do all that shit. I was a good breakdancer. Not so much now because I'm old. Old as shit. Getting close. I'm getting close to that halfway point, you know what I mean? And then, you know what happens? Down the drain it goes. We are pretty much 27 days away from level 48, and we're a month away from Christmas. A month away from Christmas. We're a month away from the end of the year. 34 days exactly to New Year's Eve. And 34 days, 4 hours and 20 minutes and change. Well, actually 19 minutes and change. So, it's fast approaching the end of the year. And 2025 will be here. The midpoint of the 2020s. We'll see what happens with that as we get to 2025. But we move on. Alright, so let's get into this shindig. So we start off NXT with a recap of the end of Chase U! Thanks to Ridge Holland, the Governator! Get in the chopper! He talks like the Governator. But we saw Ridge Holland, beating Mr. Chase, Mr. Andre Chase, and dismantling Chase U, everybody in a heartbreaking loss. So, no more Chase U. Thea Hale still hasn't graduated yet. Well, got her degree. Riley Osborne got decimated. Duke Hudson got put through a wall. And the student body pretty much lost their campus, basically. So, we got that. And then we go to the ring. We hear Chase U's music. And everybody's like, yay, Chase U, we're gonna have fun. It's a celebration. Or was it? Nope. Ridge Holland does his best troll job. Comes out, busts through Chase U banner to stick that knife deeper in the back. So Ridge gets in the ring, gets right to the point, saying, I told you so. And he's coming after Trick Willie Shamon for the NXT title at Deadline next Saturday night. From, I think, Minnesota. Or whatever it is. But anyway, short, sweet, to the point. Get out of here. Done. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, so first match out of the gate. Men's Iron Survivor Challenge qualifying match. We got 3 people already in there. And that's Javon Evans, Wesley, and Ben Frazier. So this match, first match, A-Kid, one half of the tag team champions, takes on the former NXT World Champion, All Ego, Ethan Page, Ben Frazier at ringside. There we go. Wasn't a bad match. It started off fast and furious. I'm going to paraphrase a little bit. A-Kid tried for the golden ratio. Ethan Page got sent to the outside with an early break. And then A-Kid sends Ethan into the announcer's table. Did not hit Vic Joseph. Damn, it's gonna happen, and they're gonna... Shawn Michaels gonna get on the phone to your boy. I'm down there, Shawn. Come on, Hickenbottom. DM me, and I'm there. I'm in Florida in about 3 hours. I'm there, man. I'm there for you, dude. Because, I don't need, New York. Like you didn't need Jannetty. He didn't need Jannetty, I knew he was going to do that. I just knew he was going to do that. He didn't need Jannetty. He tried to jump out the window to escape. You saw that? Were you blind? No, Gorilla Monsoon, I'm not blind. I'm just talking facts. I wonder if they're still talking about that segment up in heaven, God rest their mighty souls. Probably one of the greatest commentary teams next to Gordon Soley and Jim Ross. And Jim Ross and the King, Jerry Lawler. Those are top 3 in my list. Top 3. If you want a top 5, number 4 would be Vince McMahon and Jesse the Body Ventura. What I tell you, man? And number 5 probably be Mike Tenay and Don West. God rest Don West mighty soul too. So, you gotta be kidding me! So I can imagine all of them are like commentating up in heaven. All those great people up in there. Like Mikey boy. You said my name? Yeah. You had a match. You're having a match later, right? No, I'm not on the card tonight. I'm taking a night off. Really? Why? I just needed a night off. You okay? You're not hurt or anything? No, I'm fine. Okay, I care about you. I know, Mr. Joseph. I know. You're a good guy. I know. You're not as awesome as me, though. Hey, wait a minute. Let's not talk about that now. But yeah, I know Gordon Soley and all the great commentators. Bobby the Brain Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon are commentating your matches. Well, yeah, I kind of got, I try to do my best, and, but Gordon Soley doesn't like me for some odd reason. Why? I don't know. Maybe he doesn't think you're awesome. Or maybe I'll pull him through a table. I don't know. Well, I don't want to do that. He's a legend, so, you know. I am too! Yeah, in Japan. You kicked that guy's ass last time. I remember that. Don't say his name, Gilmore! I mean, Joseph. I won't say his name. He's fighting that other guy, Tajiri. You know Tajiri. Oh, yeah, that guy. He kicked that guy's ass, too. Well, he's fighting him at the GCW show at the Hammerstein on January the 19th. Are you gonna go and see it? No, sadly I'm not. I'll watch it on pay-per-view. I want to go to the GCW show. Will I don't know. We'll see. There's a possibility, Mike. I might see it. Possibility. Well, if you go, tell that guy he sucks! Okay, I will. If I see him. If I see him, and I meet him, well, I don't know about meeting him, Gilmore. I mean, Joseph. He's not anyone that be trusted. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that one, right, Mike? We know about Jerome. You said something, motherfucker. Not Jerome. I didn't mean anything. Get out of here. Get out of here, Jerome! Put you through a table. Some awesome. Okay, Mike, calm down. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. They just come out of the woodwork. I'm sorry, guys, too. You know, I'm sorry to your fans that made Joseph. I just get so riled up when he comes over here. It just scares me sometimes. I know. You know, Jerome's a scary guy. When he's off the weed. Off the crack, too, and the cocaine. You know, it's a hell of a drug. It is what it is. Oh, Peter, you think you're on crack. No, I'm not. It's called sarcasm, it's called satire, and it's called great impressions. That you wish you could do, but you can't. Mike will tell you that too. Right, Mike? Yeah! But anyway, I gotta go. Bye! Okay, Mike, we'll see you later. Alright, moving on. Alright, so back to A-Kid and Ethan Page after, Axiom puts Ethan Page, sends him into the announce table. I don't even think it broke. I am the table! Ethan Page comes back, and then it pretty much goes back and forth. Get near the end, and a super Ego's Edge by Ethan Page gets countered into a super Hurricane Rana by A-Kid. Sends Ethan Page down, so staggered. Goes for the golden ratio again, like he did early in the match, but once again, Ethan Page hits a Lariato, turning A-Kid 360, and Ethan Page goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Ethan Page advances to the Iron Survivor match, where he will face Javon Evans, the Young OG, Wesley, and a guy named Ben Frazier. So we have that, but there is some hope from A-Kid. We'll get to that in a little bit. And that's that. Alright, so the match I gave 3.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Ethan brags about his win. Ben Frazier comes in and says, hey, you haven't won anything yet. Because you have to win the Iron Survivor match to get that title shot. So Ethan says, well, I just beat the guy that makes the team work. Ooh. And then Ben Frazier's like, I don't know about that. And then A-Kid gets a little bit annoyed. Uh-oh. And you thought the New Day situation was bad. Anyway, so Wesley, with his actual hair this time, not the dreads or anything, and like he's back to like looking like Desmond Xavier in TNA. And then the Young OG, Javon Evans, come out and says, hey, I'm gonna win. Oh, no, I'm gonna win. No, I'm gonna win. Who's gonna win? I don't know. So anyway, the tag team division once again comes out and starts brawling with A-Kid and Ben Frazier. I'm like, oh boy. Oh, it gets worse. You thought last week was bad? Ah! Damn, that parking lot. Oh, boy. The NXT and the WWE and AEW every parking lot that holds wrestling events, I think it needs to have a lot of security. Because everybody's getting their asses kicked. People getting almost killed in fucking car crashes like Darby. Moxley almost got ran over. I mean, really, what the hell is going on here? Where's the security? Stop the madness! Not the macho man is yeah, we don't stop dead. Okay, Randy, calm down. Liz, can you... Yes, thank you. That's right, Mr. Joseph. It doesn't stop, Mr. Joseph. That's right, Randy. Okay, Liz, calm down. Calm down. I know the madness doesn't stop. But just calm him down. You know. I heard a rumor that Miss Elizabeth's like gonna be on the ballot for the Hall of Fame. Ha! Right. I'll believe that when I see it. Because how long? It's been like 30 some odd years since Miss Elizabeth has not been in the Hall of Fame. And why wasn't she the first person in? I mean, Moolah and Mae Young, okay, I'm okay with that. But the third member should have been Miss Elizabeth. Like the year after that. Or sometime in the last 30 some odd years. She still hasn't been in. Why? Is there something with Miss Elizabeth's family in the WWE that we don't know about? I mean, how long did it take Macho Man Randy Savage to get in? And the Powerful family, basically was Macho Man and the Powerful family, basically. Leaping Lanny, the genius. Lanny Powerful, God rest his mighty soul. Angelo Powerful, Macho Man's dad, God rest his mighty soul, and Randy's. I just don't understand why the official First Lady of Wrestling, not you, Maria Kanellis Bennett, is not in the Hall of Fame. Just don't get me started with that, because I hate the fucking Hall of Fame. If they don't put in Melina, Gail Kim, Mickie James, Victoria in the next five years, I'm going to be mad. Pissed. But I did hear Victoria might be going in next year. Might. From my mouth to Hunter and whoever was the Hall of Fame's ears. Put one of them in. All 5 years, Stephanie's going in soon. Hi, Steph! Stephanie was actually cited at the WWE headquarters. She getting her job back? I wonder. Where we get that? Alright, then we go to the women's locker room. Go back to NXT for a second. Alright, we have two hot Spanish chicks. That's Lola Faisese and Stephanie Vaquer talking in Spanish. Ese. Anyway, they're talking in Spanish. They bicker about who's going to win the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge. And Stephanie says something like, I didn't need your help in Spanish. She's like, me don't need your help. And then Lola says something. Lola says she agrees, but then says something. And I think Stephanie Vaquer called her something bad. I couldn't really tell. I think she said the P word with the A at the end. I don't want to say it because, it's offensive to Spanish people, Spanish women, so I'm not going to say that. But let's just say it rhymes with Utah. But anyway, that was kind of nice. And then Maddie Winkowski, my girl Maddie, comes in and starts talking to Lola. Uh-oh, that's not good, because Lola has a match with her coming up. And Lola's not even pleased and says, I'm going to give you an ass-kicking. Maddie, shut your mouth. Oh boy. We get that. Alright, move on from that. Then we go to somewhere else in the back. We have Tequila Leons with those goddamn thighs that can crush planets. Like Randy Orton's quads. Lola Vice's thighs are like a black hole. They'll swallow your soul. Anyway, she's talking to Ashanti Adonis about the text he left her. And then his so-called girlfriend, Carmen Petrovich, great performance in Bloodsport, and I think they're touring now. So, she's got lots more matches come in Bloodsport. Great performance against Sumi Sakai, a legend, but, Carmen kicked her ass. Whew. I mean, literally kicked her ass. Whew. If you haven't seen Bloodsport, go see it or watch it on pay-per-view. Or it was in, I think, Atlantic City this weekend. Not that I went there, but I saw it. Good stuff, man. That's some good shit. So Carmen Petrovich comes in and starts yelling at Ashanti. He's like, "Oh, so you guys are a thing now? What's with these texts? Oh, he's my man. He's my man." And the King Law's like, "Well, fuck you, Ashanti. I'm not impressed. Not impressive, Skywalker." And then she leaves, and then Carmen's like, "Fuck this, I'm out too." Oh, Ashanti, you bad boy. Naughty boy. So we'll see what happens with the resident pimp of NXT. That's that. Alright, then we get the Maddie and Lola Vice essay. Mr. Eagle's son, the Heritage Cup champion Charlie Dempsey at ringside. Match lasted 4.5 minutes. Maddie got a little bit of offense. And Lola Vice with a nod to this guy, Eddie Guerrero. With the Three Amigos. Oh, you saw that, Eddie? You saw that last night? Paying homage to you, dude? Oh, she did it very good. You know, Sasha Banks tries to do that too, but she doesn't really hit the third one. But, she looked up to me, so I can't say anything bad to say, pero. Okay. Sorry. How you doing, S.A.? It's El Janito S.A. I just want to say hi and happy Thanksgiving to all my mamacitas and muchachos and everybody else. Ay, ay, ay! And Osito, I don't feel you anymore. Yes, you do. Peter's playing with his dolls again. No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Knock next time. Knock. You see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good. Oh, good old Spaceballs. Gotta love it. Alright, so Lola Vice wins the match with a wicked back fist, knocking Maddie for a loop. And that's that. And then after the match, she stares in the camera and talks to Jada Parker and says, "Oh, we're going to the underground." Oh, shit. And she is about to be, well, she's 2-0 now. She beat Natalya, she beat Shayna Baszler. So we're going to get NXT Underground, whether it be a deadline or I don't know when, but I think Lola's going to whoop Jada Parker's ass. And finally end this feud probably, but we'll see. We'll see. Alright, moving on. Alright, then we see my cousin. Hey, Gus, come in here for a second. Okay, come here, just for a second. Come here. I know. Come here. My cousin. My legit cousin, Tony D'Angelo, gets me a chicken palm hero for $2. Yes, you fat boy, you get it for $9.50. Because you don't get discounts. Because you're not Italian. And if you were, you won't get it for $2. I get it for $2. But anyway, Tony D is about to defend the North American title against the chairman of the board, Shawn Spears. We see him and Rizzo, Adriana Rizzo, looking hot, as always. Going to the ring, we see Brooks Jensen, the resident virgin, and the chairman of the board, Shawn Spears, getting ready, about to go to the ring, blah, 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 blah. Alright, then we see the ladies of Fatal Influence. We see Fallon, Don't Call Me Dun. Actually, we don't see her, but we do see JC Jane and my girl, Jasmine Nix. Those leather pants gave me a stiffy. Anyway, let me put on Dynamite, because we're going to Dynamite. If we go to the goddamn channel. Alright, we got that. Alright, so we see JC Jane and Jasmine Nix calling Tana Paxley, who's playing with her dolls again, a freak. And then I think JC breaks the doll or throws the doll down. And then somebody's hand comes in and takes the doll. We don't know who that is. I think we do know now. It's Gigi Dolan. She's back, and she's about to kick Fatal Influence's ass with the help of Tatum Paxley. So, where that goes, I don't know. It's going to be I'll get to the end of the show, what happened. But we move on. But we got other stuff. Alright, so then after that segment, we go to Tony D and Shawn Spears for the North American title. Was pretty good, but then get overshadowed by the tag team division beat the shit out of each other in the parking lot. Not one, not two, but 3 people got put through windshields. I don't know who it was. I think it was the Igve and DuPont got put through the windshields of a car. Oh, it doesn't pay to park your car there. Damn, it was hellacious. Crazy as shit. And they went, buck wild on that bitch. What? Buck wild on that bitch. Like the great man Jay Briscoe, reach for the sky, boy, would say. It was crazy. But anyway, we got back to the match. Shawn Spears being the master, master of the, the master that he is, basically. Works on Tony D's, his leg, locks him in a figure four. Woo! Puts Tony D in trouble, but he gets a rope break. And then Booker T says, the match is over, we got a new champ! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! I'm like, Booker, you got a rope break. Who are you watching, Booker T? Anyway, Tony D gets on a quick spear for a near fall. He loads up the forget about it. But his knee gave out again. But somehow, he is able to hit a quick second spear on Shawn Spears. 1, 2, 3. He retains the North American title in a pretty decent match. And then afterwards, looked like they were about to shake hands or something. And then Shawn Spears and Brooks Jensen jump Tony D, but then Tony D comes back. But then the big man, the driver of the car from a couple weeks ago, his name is Nico, who was on NXT Level Up, by the way. So Nico comes in and lays Tony D out. And then everybody starts looking at Adrian and Rizzo, was like, uh-oh, we got a problem. So I think Nico might get an NXT North American title shot. I don't know, my cousin, I don't know, man. We got big man problems. So we'll see. Alright, so we look at going to AEW. We get a big old recap of what happened at Full Gear with, Jay White beating the Hangman Adam Page, and then that crazy as fuck ending with Moxley beating Orange Cassidy to retain the AEW title, and then they go outside, Darby speeds in his car, busts himself wide open like an idiot that he is, but I did it for you guys, because I love you, because I'm so fucking emo. So we got that, Christian Cage trying to cash in, and Jay White stopped that, Adam Page comes in, beats him up, craziness. And now they're going to all the people. It's going to be in the Continental Breakfast Denny's IHOP Tournament of Champions match. Mark Briscoe, the Funky Chicken, Shelton Benjamin, Will Oceanspray, Kyle Fletcher, Okada, of course. Darby's in it, Brody King. That match is happening tonight. Claudio Castagnoli was in it last year. Came this close to getting in the tournament. So, we'll see what happens as we are live from Chicago, Illinois, at the Wintrust Arena. And we'll see what happens with I thought I said TBS. Alright, so on the Gold League, we had Darby, Claudio, Will Oceanspray, Ricochet, Brody King, and Juice Robinson, or as I call him, Captain Key-Man! And in the Blue League, we have the champion Okada, Kyle Fletcher, Daniel Garcia, the Dancing Fool, Mark Briscoe, the Funky Chicken, Shelty Baby, Shelton Benjamin, and the Beast, Mortas. I think we're getting Mark Briscoe and the Beast Mortas tonight, I think. But I lost count of who's actually what matches. And the matches are going to be on Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision. So this tournament's going to end in a few weeks, like 6 weeks. Not even 6. What am I talking about? A couple weeks. Like a month. So, alright. So we got MVP and the Hurt Syndicate coming out with the almighty Bobby Lashley. And we got Shelty Baby, Shelton Benjamin coming out. I think he's taking on Ricochet. That should be pretty good. So we'll see what happens with that. Now, if you don't know what the Continental Classic... actually, no. I'm sorry, I'm not Ricochet. Shelton Benjamin's taking on Mark Briscoe in the Blue League start. So, we'll see what happens with that. Mark last year got 3 points. That was bad. But, he kind of broke some brackets near the end of the thing. He kind of stopped. I think it was, I forgot who it was. But he stopped, I think, a couple guys from getting, I think it was Jay White from getting into the finals. Or the semis. So, alright, so anyway, MVP and Hurtson are out here to cut a promo. Bobby beat Swerve at Full Gear, showing his dominance, and then, if you didn't watch the scrum, where they basically roasted almost every fucking person at the scrum. Even Meltzer. What are you doing in? What's your podcast called? I never heard of it. Where did you get your journalism degree from? Some shithole college in America? Some community college? Hey, I got a broadcasting degree from one of the best colleges in New York, so... but I'm not there, but, if I was, I would say... And MVP's like, where did you get your journalism degree? I was like, well, I got a broadcasting degree. Does that count? I got a broadcasting and TV and radio degree. 2 degrees, actually. Well, that's good for you. But I got it from one of the top 10 colleges in New York, so I'm fine. I'm just asking her, it's a question. Answer the question. Alright, so we'll get that. Alright, we move on. Alright, so Nico takes out my cousin Tony D. So we'll see what happens with that next week. Alright, so after that we go back to the parking lot where another guy gets I think he got backdropped or slammed onto the windshield, broke that. Whew. It was like bedlam. And then Ava Raine, poor Ava Raine. She's doing a good job, but I think she's gonna be quitting soon because it feels like Regal all over again, and like the madness that would happen when he was there, and he's like, I can't do this, Sunshine. You're gonna take charge. I forgot who it was, but anyway, I think it was Shawn Michaels at the time. But anyway, Ava makes a tag team battle royal next week. The winner of that faces Fraxium at Deadline. So, alright, Ben Frazier, you gotta go 2 matches, sir. Oh boy. So, they're definitely losing the tag belts at Deadline. To who? I don't know. So, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, moving on. Moving on with that. And also, with the Men's Iron Survivor Challenge, we got the last chance match between DJ Nightwolf, who we'll talk about in a minute, Lexus King, A-Kid, and Cedric Alexander. And on the women's side, we got the losers would be Corey Jade, I'll spoil it, Kaylani Jordan, who lost to Julia in our next match. Julia, good match too. Great match between Julia and Kaylani Jordan. Julia wins, so she joins her best friends Delta and Seth Ricoeur, along with Soruka. So next week we got the 5th participant, and that's Jada. Probably gonna be Jada Parker or Corey Jade. So they need a heel, so it's gotta be Jada Parker. I think Jada's gonna get in, or Lola Vice screws her next week, and I think Corey Jade gets in. But you think she's gonna win? No. I'm talking about the Iron Survivor. Not gonna win. I doubt it. If it's anybody gonna win that match, I think it's gonna be one of those Japanese chicks. Besides Stephanie McCoy, of course. I think it's gonna be Delta or Julia in round 2. Electric Boogaloo with Roxy, who was watching this match. Watching the Kaylani Jordan Julia match. So we got that. So basically, they showed Bobby beating Swerve, laid him out, And then basically, they talk their shit. And then they're gonna, Shelton's gonna stay in the ring because he's gonna have our first match of the night against the funky chicken himself, Mark Briscoe. In the start of the I think it's the Gold League. Yeah, the start of the Gold League in the Continental Breakfast IHOP Denny's Breakfast of Champions Tournament. Alright. So let's see what happens with that. So MVP and Bobby, or I think they're going to the back to let Shelton do his business. No pun intended. Yeah, we got Mark Briscoe coming out acting like a weirdo. Reach for them skyboy, them boys. Let's see if Mark can actually get more than 3 points in this tournament. Oh. Wow. Mark and Bobby Lashley are having a stare down. Ooh. I'm interested. Bobby is gonna whoop his ass. I'm sorry to say that, because I'm a big Briscoes fan. Mark is crazy. But I don't think he's that crazy to go up against Bobby. Alright, so the tournament rules, 20-minute time limit, everyone's banned from ringside, so no managers or anything. 1 point for a draw, 3 points for a win, and if you lose, you get 0. And the winners from the Gold League and the Blue League will face off for the Continental Breakfast Denny's IHOP Championship at World's End. So, whether it be Okada defending the belt, if he wins the Blue League, I think he's in the Gold or the Blue, whatever league he's in. So if he wins the finals of the Gold League, he takes on the person from the Blue League. And we could see, I think he's in the same bracket, with Shelton Benjamin. Oh, that would be great. Woo! Ichiban. I can't wait for that match to happen. I think Okada and Daniel Garcia are going to have a classic on Friday. On Saturday, I should say, not Friday. I meant Saturday. So, we'll see what happens with that. Let me move on. Alright, so Julia beats Kaylani Jordan in 12.5 minutes. So she goes on to the Iron Survivor match with Delta, Sol Ruka, and Seth Rivakor. Let's see who joins them next week. Alright, so like I said, Ava Raine makes those matches, those last chance matches next week, and a tag team battle royal. The winner gets Ben Frazier and A-Kid Fraxium, who didn't really like that. They was like, oh, we gotta wrestle twice, maybe. Maybe. If A-Kid wins the match next week, I don't think he will, but we'll see. So then Eddie Thorpe goes over to Ava Raine, starts yelling at her, and Ava's like, I got no time for this! I gotta go into the trainer's room, because I think some guys that got put through the windshield might be hurt really bad. So I was like, I can't talk to you right now. And then stupid Eddie Thorpe, DJ Nightwolf, grabs Ava's arm, and in between that, there was Hank and one of the guys from OTM. They start arguing, and then I think it was Bronco Nima, pushes Hank right into the door. The door hits Ava Raine, and everybody thought that DJ Nightwolf did it. So she gets knocked down, and Eddie Thorpe's like, sorry. So then we go to break, we come back, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. He's attending, he goes into the trainer's room to see if Ava's okay. She seems to be okay. And, some other people were there. And then Eddie Thorpe's like, is she okay? And then Shawn Michaels goes 1997 on him. Gets up right in his face like, you son of a bitch! Pushes him once. He's like, get out of here! You don't touch her! What's wrong with you? What's with you, man? He just grabbed him, put him up against the gate. He says, you don't touch her! What's wrong with you? Get the fuck out of here! He didn't say fuck, but he basically said, get the hell out of here. I was like, wow. And he's still in this match next week? I would have fired it on the spot. Oh, you know Dwayne and the rest of the Samoan family, the bloodline, oh, they are mad. Eddie Thorpe, Carl Fredericks, you going fucked up now. You better have good health insurance. Because I know for a fact that Dwayne Johnson probably watched that, and oh boy, if he comes to NXT next week, because you never know who can appear on NXT. Oh boy, Carl Fredericks, you are a dead man. Should be fired. Should have fired him on the spot. Touching the NXT general manager like that. What's wrong with you? It was an accident. I don't give a shit. Get out of here. Fuck you. Go back to Japan. So we got that. Alright, then we got Trick Willie. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. About to lay a tricky whipping on somebody. So he says that Ava is being checked out. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. Alright, so he says Ava's being checked out, but she's gonna be okay. It wasn't even that big of a bump. She's like, boink! And fell. Anyway, then he moves on to Ridge Holland and Chase U last week. You know, then he brings up, you know, a lot of people giving it their all for NXT, meaning Mello, you know, your Dragunov, people like that. And basically it's like, I cannot let Ridge Holland become the new NXT champion because everything we fought for, everything, you know, we fought for, meaning the crowd and him, it's all going to go up in smoke. And then Ridge Holland comes out, says controversy follows him everywhere. And speaking of a guy that loves controversy and cash, Eazy-E, Eric Bischoff, appears on the screen. Shock. He's like, you know what? I like you guys, but I want to get a closer look. So next week, I'm going to hear your complaints, sir. So he's going to be in the same ring at the same time with Trick Willie and Ridge Holland. And he's like, I want you guys to destroy each other, but I want to get a first-hand look. So Eazy-E and X-Pac! I mean, Sean Waltman will be there too. Little NWO reunion, per se. You know, it's kind of funny. Shawn Michaels has been in 3 factions. DX, the NWO for a short period, with Nash and, well, partly Hall and Big Show, and like for a cup of coffee, Booker T. That was dumb. Booker T in the NWO for like a 1 week. That was sad. And then, so like I said, Shawn Michaels been in DX, the NWO. Well, actually, it's been in 2. I'm sorry, not 3. I thought it was in 3, but it's DX and the NWO. Same thing with Sean Waltman too. So, what are you gonna do? Alright, so X-Pac next week, Eric Bischoff next week. That's gonna be fun. That's that. Alright, then, I don't know why we went outside to the parking lot again, but Charlie Dempsey kind of gives a little bit of another pep talk to Maddie. Says, you're in the last chance qualifying match as well next week with Kaylani Jordan, Cora Jade, and Jada Parker. He's like, sucks to be you, Maddie. Sucks to be you. I think she's going to take the pin. I have a feeling. I would hate for it to be Cora Jade. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, then we go. Is this the main event? Yes. Alright, then we go to your main event of NXT for the Women's North American title. We have Fallon, Don't Call Me to the Dawn. Henley came out with JC Jane and the beautiful Jasmine Nix. She takes on the creepy girl, Tatum Paxley. And pretty good match, you know. JC and Jasmine got involved right in front of the referee's face. I'm like, referee! Do something! Do something! Do something! Spaceballs reference too. We ain't done shit! No, we ain't found shit, but if it was said that way, but anyway. So, you know, they cause a lot of Havoc, not Jessica Havoc, but Havoc. And then back and forth they went. Paxley hit something like an angle slam for a near fall, and then Casey Kane all of a sudden distraction. What else is new? Showing her tatas. And then Fallon grabs a pump handle suplex for a near fall. Tatum goes right back with a big knockdown, hits a beautiful 450 splash for a very near fall. Then she goes to the psycho trap and pretty much fell on her ass. And then she gets up and she's all discombobulated. I'm like, what the hell happened to you? And then Fallon Henny hits the famouser 1, 2, 3 to retain the belt in just under 11 minutes. So we get that. And that's that. And then afterwards, big 3-on-1 beatdown. And then we hear the music of Gigi Dolan. She comes back, but she doesn't come out the entranceway. She comes from somewhere and gets in the ring. My girl Jasmine Nick sees her. She goes, I'm out of here. And Gigi's like, hello. And Maddie just leaves her partners for dead. Because Gigi and Tatum basically fucked them up. So I'm like, tag team match next week? And then with Jasmine on the side? Or in the match? I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. So that ends NXT, and NXT was pretty decent. So I gave it 7 out of 10 stairs. 7 out of 10 stairs, yeah, okay. Oh boy. Anyway, I gave NXT, originally I gave it 6.5 out of 10 on Twitter, but I'm going to raise it to 7 out of 10 stars. So let me know what you guys thought of the show in a comment down below. And that's all I gotta say about that. So I am out of here. I'm gonna watch the rest of Dynamite. And then I'm gonna have my sensible dinner. And then maybe after that, come back on my main channel, Killer Demon 669, with your TNA Ring of Honor review. And maybe after that, depending on how I feel, we'll do AEW Dynamite review right back here on the channel. So stay tuned. Hit that bell for more. So when the video does go up, hopefully you get notified. And if not, then unsubscribe, resubscribe again. Hopefully, when you hit the notifications again, you'll get it the second time. We might have to do it a couple times. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright guys, I am out of here. Thanks for watching. And if you're not down with that, well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! That's it. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Until next time. Peace, bitches.